Hi Barbara, I am going to try to show you how to use Cricut CraftRoom. So the first thing you have to do is open the Cricut CraftRoom, and it looks something like this, exactly like this, sorry. And you have to log in. There you go, logging in. I'm going to try to make something for Hannah to do with swimming. So I'm going to go to image search right here, and I'm going to put in the word swim. I'm looking for a girl, a swimmer girl, different from the ones I've already used. And there's a whole bunch of things that show up, kind of like, that thing online. Maybe that one has more, but anyway, for now. And this one is a swimmer looking like she's doing the butterfly in the water. So I'm going to drag that one there. Okay, if I right click on it, it says it comes from the All Sports cartridge, and the name of this particular thing is Swimming 2. So what I personally like to do at this point is go to the books, those handbooks I sent you that link one time, and find the All Sports cartridge right there, All Sports, and go to the digital handbook for it, and oh goodness, it's taking a long time to load. Too bad you have to watch this, but well, this is the first time I'm ever doing a video like through the computer. So it's this is the real reason I'm doing it, to see if it works. I downloaded a free program to do this. Okay, there it is. Now I just have to go until I find the page that has that swimmer. Oh, that's a different swimmer. Here we go. Ah, there she is. Okay, so now I can look at it. I can zoom in a little bit. Let's see, like that, maybe even more. See what it's all about. Okay, so it looks like it's this flesh piece, this bathing suit, the goggles, top of the goggles, there's lips, there's teeth, there's water, all that stuff. So anyways, well, now I'm going to zoom out. I'm doing it by like pinching on the where'd it go? Trackpad. But anyway, so I'm going to need the goggles, layer 1, the water, layer 1, the lips, layer 2, guess that's teeth, or inside of her mouth, layer 2, swimming 2, and swimming 2 shift. And I see it's like the last one if I were using the thing in the second row. Oh, and I think I'll do the phrase layer, take your mark, because that's good for what I have in mind. All right, now I can go back to Cricut CraftRoom. Then I can go to the image cartridges here and find All Sports right there. And remember, I took a look to see it was the last one here. That's it. Although I already dragged that one up. So I'm going to look at the shift. There's a shift thing down here. And that one. I'm going to use that one too. Okay. And then I needed layer 1. And that was the water. I'll drag up that water. And then layer 1 shift was the goggles. I'll drag up the goggles. And then layer 2, oh yeah, the lips. I will drag up the lips. And layer 2 shift was the inside of the mouth or the teeth. I'll drag that up. And then I said I needed the phrase. Take your mark right there. And then the background for that, take your mark. There you go. And now I just have to put this away. And now I can spread all this out. Let me make the mat smaller with this zoom out thing up there. Spread all this out like so. Spread it out. Okay, guess that's all of it. So, so I'm going to make the flesh. That's the flesh. And then I'm going to make, this is going to be red. Wait a minute, I don't want to overlap. Can't overlap stuff. Okay, there's my flesh color. And there is my red. That'll be the bathing suit. And then I'm going to just move this out of the way, out here. Just out here and off the mat temporarily. The bathing suit is going to be red also. And then this is the water. That's going to be blue. These are the goggles, the little things like the mirror goggles. So I'm going to make those in silver. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make another one of these. So I'm going to, see it's highlighted. I'm going to copy. Oh no, that was cut, dimwit, like a paste. I'm going to copy and paste. And then I have an extra one there, right there. And then I'm going to do this hide contour, just like on the gypsy, and I'm going to get rid of the water and that little splash mark and exit. And the only thing I have left are the goggles, and that's going to be on a piece of silver paper. Okay, great. Now I am going to, let's see, is this going to be red also? It's definitely blue. And maybe I should, I don't need to cut those out here though, do I? No, that's just water. Okay. So, so this is flesh color. This is the red, or bathing suit and swim hat's red. These lips are red, so I could put those in there. Maybe I'll make another set. I'll copy and paste again, just because when things are small, you know, one of them's going to get messed up, ripped or something. This is the silver goggles. I'm going to do the same thing with that. Copy and paste one. And even this inside of the mouth, which is going to be white, I'm going to copy and paste that too. And then the goggles themselves, well, they're pretty small. They're going to be black. And I may as well cut two. It doesn't matter. It's a small piece of paper. All right, so they're going to be black. So the only thing that's not fitting on here, and just because I don't want to jam it in, is the take your mark. So I'm going to put the take your mark on another mat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the mat right here. See where the plus sign is? I'm adding the mat. And then I'm going to highlight this. And then I'm going to cut it. I'm going to go to my new mat, which is mat 2 here. And then paste it. Right? Like so. If I close the eye on mat 1, you'll see that that's the only thing there. And one of these will be, you know, the background. The other one will be the foreground. And I can go back to mat 1, open this, close that. And actually now I'm ready to cut. I can just put my paper on the mat and cut all this out. Now just so you see here, originally when I started, the default was 2.5 inches. That to me is big enough for my swimmer, but I could change that to anything I want. And then everything will be relative. And this is pretty much all I know how to do so far. But it's working well for me, and I like it. If for some reason 2.5 inches, see, it's too late to just change that number now. But now that it's all on the mat, and let's say I just would like to make it a little bigger, I would at that point highlight everything here. Okay? And then I would just go to this corner. It's this corner, yeah. And spread it, spread it, spread it until it's like big enough. And then that would be my new size. Everything would, again, be relative. But I'm not going to, and then I just did that to show you that you can just change the size and have everything remain relative, provided it's all in the box that you're increasing the size in. But I'm just going to hit undo and put it back to where it was, and now I'm actually ready to cut. And that's what I know how to do so far. So I'm actually going to cut this out and take it from there, and hopefully this works.